how do you came up as a project with DETHROPY?
This all started because of Tuomas Torikka, who is our other guitar player. He's the songwriter of this band, and he kind of like started to work on these songs that he wanted to do this kind of like this melodic death metal. And then he needed a band, and he found Harri, and yeah, you can go on with that. So
yeah, well, it's basically just we got together, and I started making some lyrics for the demos he had, and well, the demos are now live on the record. So I think it's a job well done at the point, with of course Tuomas and Joni accompanying us later on, and Ville, of course.
Yeah. I came to the band at like halfway of the record, but yeah they're still my playing on the record. last song,
yeah, and it was sometime of autumn 2022.
Yeah,
2022.
Yeah, and I met Harri at the bar. I was under the influence of some beer, so he was
only few.
But he was able to talk me into it. At the time, I was very busy musically with other projects, but then when I heard the demos of this project, and I was like, "Holy hell!" Like this kind of music.
I wanted to play like that.
Yeah, that was something that I have always wanted to play, but I have never had the project to play something like that. Okay. So immediately I started to throw out some other projects or leave them a little bit to the side. But the problem was that we didn't have a drummer. But luckily in my other bands, we have Joni, who I have been playing for like 10 years before in different projects. So I asked him that, do you have some time? And I know that he has like 7 other projects.
But he left them all and start playing with you.
I sent the demos that Harri and Tuomas had done, and we were having his birthday, sitting in this hot tub of water during the winter time, and he was just saying to me that there is like no chance that I could be playing in my hometown this kind of music that of course he is in and he likes to try it. So we started to play some familiar cover songs here at this place, and we instantly agreed that this is a good match. But still we missed a guitarist. And I have this guy also at the same time in another project.
There was nothing left to do than calling this guy. There's something like that.
But Ville was complaining that I'm spending too much time with this band. So I recruited him also.
And now I have abandoned the other.
What else we can do? What else you can do? You got to recruit him, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, and they were like cover projects and something like that. So, and not so active anymore, obviously. But now we have some purpose in life.
Okay, guys, cool. Looking at your new album, your new album called same as you, Deathropy. I think you can find a lot of influences from other melodic death metal bands. What was my main influence you got for composing that kind of or your music that you're showing us in your new album?
That's kind of hard question because Tuomas Torikka is the one that knows it best, but I think there are like similarities with some melodic death metal bands, but mainly he draws inspiration from like did he say that he draws the inspiration from other people and all kind of situations and classical music and also like thrash metal
thrash
and
metal and death metal. Yeah.
Yeah, thrash death,
Yeah.
and then also we love the melodies from Iron Maiden, for example, and
Okay.
Metallica is obviously one thing, like the early work that has a lot of also harmonics in the guitars, and that's the at least we were talking about things that we both love so much, the harmonics in guitars. You have to have the cheat. You have-
Cool.
there's something in Finnish DNA that that you like sound kind of like the same as other Finnish bands, and we also draw some inspiration from Sweden also. So,
yeah, and Children of Bodom, obviously one.
yeah,
Yeah, it sounds kind of or some kind of influence, inspiration,
Yeah.
but yeah, a lot of Finnish. That's the following question. Talking about Finnish DNA, what's going on in Finland? Why there are a lot of these bands with such singularity and why do you compose this kind of beautiful music? What's going down there up there in Finland?
I believe it's kind of the situation how it goes geographically. We enjoy the 4 seasons, of course, and we have plenty of darkness and plenty of cold times here. So when it's cold and dark, what do you have to do? Well, of course, you compose music, and it does influence you. It does.
Yeah,
Have a few beers and maybe a shot of yellow vina and start composing. So here we go.
cool. It's like down here. What we are sunny, a lot of sunny days. What we should do? Composing vallenatos. You know some. Have you heard some? Composing tropical music because we are in tropic. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I
That's-
wouldn't believe that it's the same situation if we would be in tropic.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know if anybody does. Like many people say that the autumn and the early spring, like this time of year, like the dark days is the best time to compose. And then when it's summer, we're just running outside.
yeah.
Take out your heavy clothes and run outside. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah, sound.
outside.
Yeah.
And that's
Cool.
also the time that the most of the gigs are.
Yeah.
Pretty much like outside gigs, because obviously it's impossible to do it now. It's minus 25 outside, so degrees Celsius.
Minus 25 Celsius.
Celsius.
Oh God. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go outside, you will almost die. So
oh
I have
my.
to grown up because it's cold inside also.
Okay, guys. Well,
Yes.
yeah, like yeah, I know. I seen them before. It's not usual to use that kind of hats here because
yeah.
No.
I can
it's sunny
believe it.
almost that most of the year is sunny. And do you know it's something curious happens here is if the city is coldest or hotter is a matter of altitude. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in Bogota we are at 2,600 meters above the sea level, but 30 minutes from here you can find a city that is much much downer than Bogota, and it's sunny. You know, it's just a
Yeah.
matter of altitude. And
Yeah.
there are a lot. There are just 3 main cities here in Colombia that are cold. That is Bogota, Pasto, and Tunja. The other ones are all hot, sunny.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. You gotta come down here. You are very welcome. Well, we love your. I told you we loved your debut album, and it is quite amazing. It is very
Thank you.
nice. And nowadays, music platforms delivers a lot of. If not by Spotify, maybe we cannot, or on Bandcamp, we cannot know about you. Uh, but most of metalheads, like I do, likes to collect your physical copies of not only you but some other bands. How are you managing physical copies of your of your album? How is distribution, and how can we get your music maybe down here in Latin America?
Well, basically, at the moment, because we are a small independent band.
Unsigned.
We're unsigned band, so we mostly distribute our music digitally. We made a small batch of physical CDs for the album release party that we had last Saturday. But
Promotion.
but at the moment, we are basically doing it only digitally because of the costs. If you are like
Yeah.
printing out CDs, it's really expensive nowadays. But hopefully, if we get a partner for a record company for us, so maybe we can make a large batch of our CDs.
A distributor or
Yeah,
Okay,
but
that's good.
let's hope.
We're,
Let's
we're,
hope that
we hope it happens.